everybody? How are we all doing? Just noticing got my stream running there. You know what I didn't do? I didn't start playing music. So let's go do that. How is everybody? We doing well. It's 1:40 a.m. in Melbourne. It is pretty early in the day for me here as well. For me, it is 1:10 a.m. But I do have a sleep schedule which keeps pushing around the clock constantly. So occasionally it'll come around and I'll be doing it at absurd times for me. But it's actually a pretty good time for Americans. Welcome, Benjamin. R3D. Becca Smith. There's a lot of complicated names in there. The White 6R. I'm assuming that's some sort of engine thing. Man 69. Funny. No, this is going to be more modern Mustangs, not so much your older boys. The Plebs, hello. Connor Kisser, hello. Cuban. Also a pretty good time for sweets. Ah. It's a pretty good time for a root vegetable, is it? I'm joking. Here in Australia, there's a root vegetable called a swede. I just thought I would mention that. Do I like FNAF? No, not really. I'm not much of a horror person. Hey, Benjamin coming in with the 5 gifted subs. It goes out to Thumper, Astro Gamer, Skibidoo, Archill, and Rat Lover. Sure, you guys all got a free membership from, Benjamin Franz. Walter White, say my... What? I also just realized I forgot something. No, I didn't. Alright, cool. Back in automation. God, I love automation so much. It is my favorite game. And it has been since the moment I heard about it. I love cars, I love tycoon games, and I love being creative. Like, literally, it ticks all my boxes. The only thing is I'm surprised I didn't find out about it earlier. What time is it? For me, it is 1:12 a.m. You can't choose a recipient, that's something on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know why they don't allow you to, like, specifically give exact people memberships. It's very weird. Anyway. Chat's a little bit devolving there. Let's talk about what we're doing today. We are doing the Mustang Challenge, or what I'm calling the Mustang Exit. So, everybody... Oh, wait, you know what? I should probably unmute myself for people and present it to the competitors today.
Or that's the graph will let you go.
Okay. You have 1 hour for this challenge today. Everyone loves the Mustang, so your car company's boomer boss decided to look up videos about it. Your task now is to build a car that's so powerful that it can't be driven out of a parking lot without crashing. That's whether into people, into curbs, all that sort of stuff. It's up to you. The vehicle must be 1999 or newer. It must be a coupe with 2 or 3 doors, sedan sort of looking thing. Generally, the Coke bottle look of a Mustang. Must be a solid rear axle to keep it nice and cheap. A V8 with no flat plane crank. It must be your normal cross-plane style. No turbos. But it has a minimum requirement of torque of 750 Newton meters. This thing must be an absolute beast. Medium compound tires, because you don't want a lot of grip. And they can only go up to 235's maximum width. Then the aero score must be abysmal. If you guys don't know how to do the aero score, somebody will share the link with you for the general build and race rules. A minimum Oh, sorry about that. A minimum comfort score of 30. Oh, I'm full of burps right now. And a maximum approximate cost, be very careful there that you're not looking at material costs, of $25,000. Everyone got that?
Will there be a sheet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully there's a rule sheet.
Put it in the thread for the building race.
Great.
There
That
you
is
go.
the Mustang. That is the
wrong
live.
thing.
This is going fantastic.
That is
I will
the
be less of an
Mustang.
idiot. Here you go. There's your Google Doc. All right, you have 1 hour. Off you go.
Time to eat. What?
Off I go.
Okay, let's get this going, shall we? So the first thing we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure that this is either sedan, nope, wrong one, sedan or coupe. You know, we can probably go a hatchback as well because the nomenclature and automation is not great for these sorts of things. Wheelbase, we're going to go with something a little bit longer, so let's set it to like a minimum of 2.5. Doors is going to be limited to 3. Mod body engine position is going to be... oh, you know what? Front engine only. There. I have to put that in there to make sure that people recognize that one. Because, yeah, there's going to be somebody who's like, oh, you didn't put front engine. It's like, clearly a Mustang is front engine. So let's pick a body. I'm thinking this looks pretty darn good. You should really consider turning off the audio levels. I don't know, the audio levels seem fine to me. You can't hear? Turn up your set. Is it just one person? 2 people. Test, test. My microphone's looking fine. And the game isn't really making any noise. The music volume's very low. Should the music volume come up a bit? It's quiet as hell. Maybe turn your volume up? I'm unsure. Because I'm looking over. My audio levels are quite high. Okay. Just seems that some people are having some issues. That's weird. Sorry. Steel. We're going to keep this nice and light. It's going to be a monocoque and more steel. Then front longitudinal to be normal. Front suspension. We're just going to go on normal double wishbone. And then the solid axle coil rear suspension. So then this thing is very fitting of the Mustang theme. Fitting into the Mustang theme. I don't know how to say that properly. Anyway, here we go. 90 degree V8. Hopefully nobody goes for the 60 degree. That would be fool's errand. I'm going to go cast iron block. I'm going to go nice and biggins. I'm thinking 6.0. You know what? Actually, we got somebody 6.0 in the chat. Let's go with a 6.0 then. To sate them. Just at least a little bit. Even though they're probably like, that's not the right 6.0 that I was going for. It's fine. It's not going to go exactly onto 6.0, is it? I hate this. There we go. Push rod. And then aluminium heads, because cast iron block and aluminium heads, very common. My game is doing weird things. Anyway, cast, harmonic dampener. Compression ratio, we'll leave that for now. Cam profile can go up a little bit. Probably springs and lifters. No turbo. Injection, multi-point. A single... What sort of intake manifold should I go with? I do like the idea of going like a big, powerful one. 98 octane is fine. We go with a normal cast. High performance, some straight throughs. And what do we got? 504 Newton meters. We're quite shy of the 750 Newton meters that I want compared to the 550 foot-pounds if you're working funny numbers. Like a foot and a European amount of money? Sure, bro. Okay. Not much to be made from the exhaust by the looks of it. We might just have to go a really big engine or go some extra exhaust on here. Some like high performance exhaust. Yeah, we can't get a lot more torque out of the cam either. The cam is really unhappy. What sort of RPM can we go up to? 6,300? Okay, let's keep that fairly even. Okay, we can get a bit more out of compression. What about a variable? No, that doesn't help. Yeah, that's really unhappy, isn't it? We might just have to go with a really big engine. Or go dual overhead cam like they actually did on the more modern Mustang. So I think that's what we're going to do. There we go. We're getting a lot closer now. Or we might increase the engine size. But how's our... Yeah, it doesn't like the extra RPM. But you know what? That's fine. We don't actually need a lot of extra RPM. There we go. That shouldn't have any engine stress. Perfect. 655. Oh, we didn't go variable valve timing. There we go. 667. There's a lot of torque to be had here. Damn. A little bit of extra fuel. Gets me a little bit of extra torque. I think we're going to have to go with some sort of tubular. Wow. I think I've done... There's a possibility I did the numbers wrong for the exhaust. Sorry, the Newton meters. I may have gotten Newton meters and foot-pounds confused when doing this math, but I don't know. I think I'm going to drop my bore size and increase my stroke. Now my RPM is coming down, but you know what? That's fine. Going up 5 valve gives us more power. Oh, sorry, more torque. I might have to change my fuel injection type to be able to get more torque out of this. We're just not able to get the torque out of this, are we? I might have to just go a much bigger engine. Anyway. Yeah, I'm struggling here. Newton meters and torque are not the same. Sorry, Newton meters and horsepower are not the same thing. Newton meters is equivalent to foot-pounds. Alright, what do we do here? Twin? Per cylinder? There we go. Now we've reached the amount of power we want. This thing is big and behemouthy. Alright, seems that it really likes this standard manifold. Not a whole lot of power, but a lot of torque. Like an excessive amount of torque. Alright, there we go. We're done with the engine. Let's go... Pause for a second. I think I've just noticed something. Does this tunnel not move with the engine? No? No, it does. It's just from a distance. It looks like... Oh, you know what? It's probably that graphical issue where things kind of like smear away. All right. That is working. I want to change the valve covers, though. Let's go... I don't want to go forward modular because that never shows up. Let's just go a basic one. And then valve cover... Let's paint you black. Good. You know what? We'll do the same to the block as well, since we have that option. Then what about front cover? Timing cover. Also black. Now it's a very ominous looking engine, and I love it. Yes, the engine I think is about almost 6.4 liters. But with a behemoth amount of torque. What's the difference here? They're both sedan. Oh, that's a convertible? No, let's not go convertible. There we go, that much better. What can we do here? Can we slant that back a little bit? Can we drop that back? Good. Doing some weird, like, mouse dropping out and not applying everything. I'm going to go with an automatic because it is American. I think it's something like a 6-speed. It wants a really high top speed as well. Holy cow. I'm thinking open differential. Did I write rear-wheel drive? Okay, yeah. People are going to try to use that. So, rear-wheel drive. So then people know not to go all-wheel drive. Come on. Some people would do that, though. Like, Venz is another YouTuber that does automation stuff. He tried to get away with that with me once. What he did was, we were doing, like, cross-ply tire muscle car challenge. As if cross-ply tires were still the standard sort of thing. And he tried to say that there was something like, I think it was a Charger or a Challenger or something, that came in, like it was a muscle car, but it came in all-wheel drive. But that was a V6, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't count that one. Radials. What was it? Medium? Medium compound tires? 235s are the max? Perfect. Not wide enough tires? Check. Can we go bigger on the tire? I think we might go a little bit bigger. That looks good. We'll drop the car down a little bit as well. We'll stay with alloy wheels, something nice and basic, some vented 2-piston, then a solid 1-piston in the rear. Then we can't have a good error score anyway, so we're just going to leave that blank. Have some brake airflow. We'll keep the seats in. Go with the sports. Standard infotainment. Hydraulic rack and pinion. ABS. Wait, can I have ABS? Yes, I can. Standard safety. Then standard gas monotube passive sport. Please have enough comfort. 22 on the comfort. We need 30 on comfort. Car has strong oversteer. That's fine. We can deal with that easily. Wow, that is not dealing with it very well. Let's change the sway bars around then. Give more grip to the rear. Detailed stats. We are under the approximate cost, so we can fiddle with some things now. So, we want more comfort. Actually, we'll change brakes first, because sometimes tuning brakes will help a little bit. And if we end up with extra pressure, we could just make the pad type more comfortable as well, potentially. Okay, interior. So, what if we get rid of the rear seats? We go from 22.1 to 27. Already more comfort. What about a standard... Oh, sorry, a premium infotainment? Ooh, very close. Do I have any quality slider option these? Nothing here says I can't use quality sliders. Will that be enough? Only 0.3? Wow, very, very greedy there on the quality slider. We are within price still, so we're all fan-diddly-tastico. I'm just reading chat there, and there's just a little bit of chaos happening by the looks of it. Let's move the brakes around some. Got ABS, we're all good there. Wheels are fine. Our top speed, 5.2 seconds to 100. Not bad for a vehicle like this. Let's see what else we can change here on body design. Okay, we can change the front hood a little bit. That works. Bring it forward just a smidge. Yeah, can I bring the rear in as a whole? I can. Oh, but only a little bit. That's unfortunate. Hey, have you guys checked out, I just remembered, my second channel's latest video. So, for those of you that don't know, I run a second channel, which I upload occasionally to, and I just made a new video on there. So, at some point, it'd be great if you guys went over there, checked it out, liked, subscribed, all that sort of stuff, if you liked or subscribed to anything. I think we're going to go a nice golden sort of color. I also just realized that this vehicle comes with pre-made mirrors. I hate it when they do that. But whatever. Let's go see. Can we change it here? We can't. Mirrors, perfect. Yeah, we'll go body colored on that. I was thinking about making them plastic, but that'll do. Okay, this looks good. Let's go to the wheels. Give them a black color for now. And let's pick our wheels. Thinking that looks pretty good for a Mustang wheel. Very nice and hearty. I'm also going to flare out the rear just a little bit more. That doesn't hurt our comfort. No, it doesn't. Good. We still have a lot of oversteer, though, so we might lose our front camber altogether. Wow, this thing does not want to become controllable by the looks of it. Considering this thing has so much torque as well, it is really going to want to oversteer. So, what if we go a sports under tray? Is that going to change our aero? Not enough. Race diffuser? No, not enough. What about fully clad? Nope. Semi-clad? Nope. None. Sure, whatever. Let's go stick on a wing on the rear. Something nice and subtle, like just a regular sort of spoiler. I think this could work. Though it is a bit ostentatious. Do you have anything? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? That works a little bit more, I reckon. What the hell is happening? What the hell? Nice wing, poor execution, unfortunately. But it does line up pretty well. Damn it. Okay, I was hoping that the lines would line up, but it looks like they just won't. Then make it all body color. Let me guess. It's golden on the inside? Yep. Okay. When we get it to BeamNG, everything is all one-sided anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For now, it'll look black, which is unfortunate, but it will look better when we get it over. There's one triangle here that's the other way around as well. Nice attempt, but unfortunately no good. Here's an oversteer that... I'm sorry. If you don't know how to read this, right in the middle here is nice controllable, if we were to stay between the red and the blue line and the red and the blue sections where the lines separate them, would be nice and handleable. You could drift really nicely in there. Anything up in the red area is just crash time. You're going to be very crash happy over there. So, unfortunately, this is just going to be way too oversteery. But if we get some aero going to the rear here, it's going to hurt our top speed a little bit, but we will have a much more controllable car. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure that our things are fine. So we have frontal area, and then... Damn it, I don't remember how to do this. Give me a second. I need to look this up. So I've forgotten how to do aero score. Actually, you know what? We should also look good. We're within price still. General build and race rules. Here we go. So front and rear downforce is not here, it's over here. Minus 132 plus 8.97 equals, and then I think it's divided by, yes, by frontal area. Divided by 0.684. And our score is minus a lot. Okay. We can do a lot more downforce work, which actually works out for us, because I want to add on one of those like faux diffusers on the rear. I'm thinking we will go with this, I think. Go dual exhaust. Make it bigger. Then, you know what? I don't like that. Let's go like a glossy plastic. On the front, I think we're going to go... You know what? Actually, I should probably pick the grille first. Wow, that took a long time to load. What the hell? I'm thinking we'll go... generic front grille. It doesn't really fit, does it? So let's not go that. That was also a little too normal. Let's pick you out. Yeah, that could work. Just kind of just a little bit there. Sweet. Then we will go with one of these doodads. I'm thinking probably this one. Then it gives us a nice little look. I like that. Okay, headlights. I was thinking this to start with, but I'm actually thinking we might go with more of a, like this maybe. And then just rotate it to be correct. Ugh. That's not come out right. There we go. Make that a plastic look. Dust is good, yeah. Perfect. Now, grill. I want to have something that fits this shape at least a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to be able to come across that. That also fits everything else. I wonder what this looks like. You know what, actually? That kind of works. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think that does a pretty good job. Now, under our hood here, that engine doesn't stick up enough, but I'm going to stick on a hood bulge anyway. Nothing quite like a little bit of a bulge right in the middle at the front. Oh, yeah. I'm joking. I'm messing with you guys and gals. You gonna go now, Astro Gamer? Thanks for being here, bruh. Hopefully it wasn't my comedy stylings that have put you off, but I get it. Let's go some slash exhausts. It's always my go-to, but it works so well. Alright, exhausts are not lining up. So to fix that, perfect. Also needs to be thicker by the looks of it. Perfect. Yep, that works. I think we're also going to go a second one of these. Except this one's going to have strakes on it. Not really that. You know what, actually, yeah, that one. Yep, I think that works. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't like that. Let's go with just that. Yep, that I like. Okay. What are we now looking at for downforce figures? I think we can go more front downforce, less rear downforce, because that is a lot of rear downforce. Change your mind? I mean, it's up to you whether you stay or go. I hold nobody here saying, you must stay and watch my content. You shall not stop watching my content. I'm no Gandalf. Okay, front downforce is not really giving us any grip. Weird. Let's do our math again. Minus 115 plus 33.7 equals divided by 0.708 comes to minus 300. Oh, damn. What does fully clad do to our price? Limited downfall. Our price, we're still within price. That's surprising. Minus 96.8 plus 54.7 equals divided by 0.591 is... Oh, we're overscore. Wait. Was I overscoring the last one? I was overscoring the last one. No, I've done this wrong. What's happening here? Hold on, let me do that again. Minus... What is happening? Oh, there we go. Okay. Minus 96.8. I think I know what I was pressing. I was pressing wrong buttons. Plus 54.7 equals that times 0.591. There we go. Minus 1. Okay, so our score is bad now. Let's go semi-clad. There we go. We're back to reasonable things. Let's do that math again. It's always fun when you're here. 1 minus 103 plus 47.7 divided by 0.708 632. -6. Okay, good. We're within score, and I'm just going to leave it there. This is all looking good. 5.1 to 100. Perfect. I like this. Let's go. Some ventilation on our hood here. Actually, I like the idea of this. I don't think I've ever tried to do it this way, but I want to try something out. This can be black. Yeah, I like the look. Let's also go with this. Now it's looking a little bit GT3-esque. I like that. GT3, GT4 sort of look. What we might do, however, is I know it's not really a light fixture, but we're going to grab a light thing arrow. And you can be body colored. Now it fits the body lines a little bit. It's not perfect, but you know, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go a nice chunky door handle, something you can really grab onto. Thinking something like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Never have reflective chrome on your car where you don't need it, because that can cause the car to give bad performance to the server or other participants. So you're trying to have as least amount of chrome as possible. What sort of taillight do we want? I'm thinking this. Okay, so that won't go to the edge. We'll have to do the corner trick. Close, but no cigar. Then we're going to cover up the center part with something. How's this look? Does a good enough job. We don't have a huge amount of time left before the event starts. How low is this? Is this low enough? Yeah, it looks low enough. I'm going to stick on a nice chunky side skirt as well. I like to use bumpers for this. Well, which one do we use? Go like you. And unfortunately, they don't have like the ability to go over the fender stuff. So we're just gonna 3D place it instead. You're just gonna be body colored, more body colored, and you. I don't even know what you are, so we'll just make you invisible. Doesn't matter. Then let's make this look a little bit more than just a chunk stuck on the side of a vehicle. Grab good old faithful here. Eh. Something like that. It works close enough. Alright, exhaust is coming out. Everything is going well. Let's do an interior. Try to pump one out nice and quickly. We got plenty of time, but I do like to speed build for some weird reason. I think we might stick a vent or something here as well. We'll keep that in mind as we're applying our interior. Cool. Make you black cloth. You don't matter. Mirror. Let's make the tunnel size a lot smaller. A lot smaller. That way we can just easily close this up. Perfect. Okay. That can also be a little bit lower. Great. Let's have a look at that vent that I was talking about. I'm thinking we might grab something like this. If we have it higher, we can use it as kind of like a thing to have around the indicator, which we're going to have to stick on here. So let's go indicator. Perfect. Some lovely plastic. You'll be indicator material. You are not needed. Get rid of as much chrome as possible. You will have black insides as well. Good enough. It doesn't really match well, so... yeah, it's doing better. I am happy enough with the exterior of the vehicle, except this is doing that weird cutout thing, so let's quickly stick a patch in there. Wherever the patches are. There we go. Only need the one. You still have the issue of not being default body colored, which is really irritating that they still haven't fixed that. Like, they put it in the game, knowing that it had an error, and they never fixed it. Oh, I painted the wrong thing. That's why I couldn't see it. Where did it go? Perfect. Okay. That's covered up. Let's continue with this interior. We're done with that. Door cards next. Quickly slapdash a little bit of something in there. I like it when body lines are fairly straight. It makes it very easy to do this part. Ah, bugger. It's sticking through a little bit. Okay, there you go. Oh, no, don't make it a light. You can be a leather. Hello. Dash. Let's go with something nice and simple. You, leather. You, plastic. And then the back area can go away, because that has never been used by me. Swear to God. I don't think anybody ever uses it. Since this is meant to be an American car, we'll put it on the American side. go. That looks fairly good. Let's put in our dash filler. We still have plenty of time, though. I think we have like 20 minutes left. Damn it. Sweet. Okay. Seats next. We go... You know what? Not buckety. We're going to go a nice, comfortable-looking seat. We're going to go a mixture of fabric and leather, which is fairly normal, especially on not fully high-end, expensive cars. And in you go. I think they need to be a little bit bigger because this is clearly American here. Apparently they just like them bigger. Move it a little bit further forwards. Then we're going to make a rear seat. And try to stuff this thing in the back here. I'm just going to go all fabric, since that's a very common thing to do for rear seats. Perfect. Alright, just get rid of that. Okay. Let's get this as wide as possible before it pokes through the body. Ever so slightly. There we go. Then, parcel shelf. And you will be made fully of fabric. Sweet. There you go. That's pretty much everything of the vehicle Dunskies. Let's go stick on, just in case, our camera positioning thingies. It's good to me. Position is good. Done. Okay. Mob. Disgusting. There we go. Because this thing is going to be absolutely disgusting on the road. That rear end does not look particularly great. But hey, I'm happy that this turned out quite nicely. Let's see what it does around the automation test track. I'm gonna reckon, not great. What are we doing now? Jordan wants me to read something. Please consider extending the time people are really struggling to get the comfort and price together. Tell them to drop their spring and dampener or just go to like normal or comfort and they will get their comfort score. Like they've probably just hit race and just left it as is. They have 15 minutes. These are all good. Oh wow, this thing really oversteers. Let's go see what it's like over in BeamNG. I haven't given it a steering wheel. We'll give it a try for now. That does not fix the fact that they're struggling to get the price right. Wow. They must be new to automation. I tell you what. I will give them 15 minutes from now. Shouldn't be too hard. Actually, we could leave automation open now. Now that I don't stream quality slides, I mean, they can if they want to. 70% of people? What are they trying to use? Latinum? I meant to say platinum. I don't know why I said latinum. What's latinum from? I think that might be a Star Wars thing. Like, use cheap materials. Don't go overboard on quality sliders. Come on. Have you ever, or will you ever do a car with VTEC? You mean in real life? If you're talking about VTEC in the game, yeah, I've done VTEC before. In automation. You know what? Alright, if people are really struggling with it, we will get rid of the approximate cost one. As long as they're not trying to rort the system. If somebody is taking advantage of the system, I'm just going to straight up ban them from competing in the event. Bro, how do you fix a car's grip and cornering automation? This is not the video, stream for this. Okay. We have no traction aids. Our wing is acting all weird. That's strange. Oversteer like crazy. That's to be expected. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot mud flaps. I think I'm also going to have to change out this rear wing. It's not a great rear wing. What happened to the Fiesta, and will you be getting it? Go check out my IRL channel. I explain it in my latest video. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to that channel. You know what? I'm going to make sure. Has everybody subscribed to this? 741. That was before I made the announcement. 740. Only one person has subscribed? Come on. There's 77 people. I suppose it could be that 76 of the other people were already subscribed to the channel, so that's not really a great metric. Alrighty. Lots and lots of beefy power. I'm really disappointed. This wing looked like it was going to be good. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite. Alright, let's pile drive this thing down the back end. You was already subbed? Thank you, Jay Silver. I was the one who subscribed. Thank you, Mad L1 on plays. Much appreciated, bro. Damn it. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Actually playing BeamNG while I was watching this. Fun times. This car is hard to control. It's really hard to control. The RL channel is good, very good. I recommend it. Thank you, Skibido. Yep, we've got a bit of damage steering at the moment. Having to hold a little bit left to make sure this thing doesn't lose control. And ABS is struggling. Good God. All right, you know what? Let's refresh and go again. What is this set to? Why is it even here? Sport or comfort? That's like my only two options. Wait, does this thing do a burnout? It does. I'm holding my brakes fully. And the thing just completely overpowers the brakes. Needs an LSD to make it much funner. It doesn't have an LSD, and the thing is already pretty darn wild. I think if I put an LSD in, it would be like the death knell coffin to my ability to drive this thing. Thank you, oh my gosh. Very much appreciated. And in BeamNG, I am also in America road driving a Gavril. Okay. It's a mouthful of a sentence. You know what? I don't think I actually specifically said... That's the wrong one. There, that's what I'm... Must be a coupe. 3-door sedan hatch coupe. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. It's a little bit hard to explain that to people. You're eating deep-fried pizza. Oh my God, you're either Scottish or American. Oh dear. This thing does not have great traction. I love this thing. I love the fact that I can hold the brake and it'll still do like a burnout just easily. As if it was nothing. That's the amount of torque we're dealing with. Yeah, you're not gonna watch this? Oh, that's unfortunate. You're Scottish? Okay, that's cool. I have known one Scottish person in my life. They had a thick accent. Read my comment because I want you to. Cinco, I'm gonna probably block you if you spam comments like that. It's just weird. Don't be weird. Need a power W12 diesel SUV? Go make one then. What is BeamNG test track world record? I had it actually. For like 2 minutes. Then they changed the rules. Under my suggestion, by the way. You should be able to look it up. I found a glitch in the game. So I submitted my time with a thing on it that said, after watching this, can you please fix the rules to not allow this anymore and discount my world record? So I'm not very fast at BeamNG. I'm okay, but I am not a world record level kind of person. Might try to do it one day though. But yeah, so damn it. They they kind of took my advice, except they didn't really, I think, ban it correctly, because their wording was not great on the rules restricting it. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's like 1 minute 30 is the world record in standard BeamNG vehicles. What controller do I use? I can't really suggest you buy it because I've already had issues with it. But I got the Thrustmaster, like, with the wheel set up. Damn it. If you want to risk your money on it, that is entirely up to you. But for me, I've already lost one controller bit due to significant controller drift. I luckily had a spare, so I've not had an issue yet with the spare. So I'm thinking maybe it was just a defective unit. So I'm probably going to send it back soon and see if they will exchange that. Oh man, I did what you did in the diesel Autobello instead with a supercharged V10, but it does not work. That's unfortunate. I already did it with the Bollides V8. Please make the most powerful vehicle you can be made and break a record. I mean, I used to partake in that sort of stuff, but not so much anymore. What do you think of superchargers in automation? I think it's going to be glorious when it happens. Welcome, Alicar. You subbed as well. Thank you, the Green Sheep 13. Very much appreciated, bruv. Your yellow car would handle so much better with tractor wheels. Yeah, man, no. A PS4 controller works fine in Beam, though I know someone who uses a Switch controller to play Beam. My partner uses a Switch controller on PC. Weird. Very weird. I have used both PlayStation and Xbox controllers, and they're much of a muchness, but this controller with the wheel does give you like somewhere between a controller and a sim racing setup, which I've got set up behind me but I don't want to use. One of those sorts of things. So I do like this controller. I just wish the quality was higher. Dodge or Mustang? Since Dodge don't exist here in Australia, I'm going to go Mustang. So I don't really know what Dodge's offerings are because they're not here in Australia. I know they have the Charger and the Challenger, but those are quite old. Do they still make those even? I'd go a Mustang because, like, they're supported here if I needed spare parts. This thing burns tires up. I'm going to be honest, this thing would probably go through a set of tires in a couple of laps. I used to use a PlayStation controller on PC with an adapter. Yeah, I hated the fact that you always used to have to use a program to get a PS3 controller working. Then I gave up, and then like a year later, they made it compatible on Windows. I was like, are you serious? Come on, bro. But yeah, so now you can just use PS3 controllers so easily. Use a keyboard, you're a nutter. We don't need LSD, but fully locked diff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this would burn out the clutches in an LSD very quickly. A PS2 controller? Oh god, bro. Keyboard. So, if you use driving aids, I could see it being usable for myself. But I don't like to use driver aids. So as a result, I find it very undrivable. Alright, let's, we got a couple of minutes. Let's go back to automation. Put on mud flaps and widen out this rear truck a little bit. So, where are the mud flaps again? I can't remember. I think it was under miscellaneous. Here we go. Much better. Oh, that is a weird... That rear axle needs to move forwards a little bit. That's strange. Alright, that's better. This all looks fairly good. Happy with that. Probably don't need it on the front. Let's put a steering wheel in, because I also realized I forgot to do one of those. Here we go, modern steering wheel. Grab something nice and basic like you, so I don't have to work very hard. Give you one material of a leather. Sweet. Good. Okay. Let's export this baby. Then let's get the server set up. Server is turned off. That's the wrong thing. Files. Good. Resources. Client. Delete those two. Set up so badly. Archive to. Give me a second. I'm just trying to do some stuff. Oh, there's download. Okay. Download. 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 That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Delete those. Then we're going to put in my own car. This is not great, but whatever, it'll do. And now let's play some BeamNG whilst we wait. Uploading my own car. Hopefully, Jordan is getting everyone else's car ready.
Break.
How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Amazing.
I've submitted my car.
Good.
My car actually fits in the original rules.
Yes. Same.
So it is, yeah, we're basically closed on submissions now. Hopefully everyone's done their submissions.
I mean, we're not. Hell, 2 people.
Oh,
still.
I'm just uploading mine. Oh, Jesus Christ, hello.
No, there's 2 cars. Don't say we're closed. Give people the extra.
Yeah.
I said they'd have.
Oh,
Sorry,
I got
say
to
that
post
again.
Yes, you
mine,
want 2
actually.
cars.
That is my
There's
beef for
at least give
There-
them the extra few minutes that the fucking submissions chat says. Oh, there will be 3 cars.
Okay. I will wait for you guys.
Mine is
then.
uploading right now. Mine is loading right now.
Alright. It seems that they're having issues. Let's go figure out the map. I was thinking I might use East Coast USA and do some lovely high-speed driving around. My current automation just did 1 minute 35 lap. Sweet. Not sure what sort of track we're going to do, but we'll give it a bit of a look around, see what's available to us. Well, some ska music. Let's bring her out. And all says Dodge Charger. What? What was the camper trailer? The camper van hit a bit of an issue, and I'm not sure what happened here. Is this? Yeah, this is all good. It got approved and then instantly denied. I'm not sure what happened, but I have submitted an updated version. So hopefully, yeah, even one person apparently tried to download it. I'm not sure what happened there. But the update has been submitted, and we're waiting for approval. So currently, we don't have approval. Okay. Oh, I forgot to change the rear wing. Whatever, it's fine. Now, I had a look at this earlier. There's a bit of a triangle that I want to use. So we come down, and we got like this really big straight here. And then we could come up and around here. You know what, that's not good. Because then this connects back to this road, and that doesn't take us back to... Because these roads, even though they're right next to each other, don't connect. That's a bridge that goes over. So that is unfortunate. What we could do is come around there, then cross this bridge, go over there, then end up where we need to be. I think that's what we'll do. But I also do like the idea of driving through the city and causing chaos. So... yeah, I think what we're going to do is go on this route out here, drive up around there, then come back into the city, and then hairpin it. I like the idea of a hairpin, but we could get a little bit more technical and do some back road sort of driving. Give me a moment. I really apparently need to go to the toilet. Back again. Okay, so I've had a bit of a think about this whilst I was out taking a whiz. We could come back into the city, take the hairpin, but then have to go through here. Or I suppose we could come all the way down here. This is always a precarious way to go. But I think I like that idea. So, yeah, let's do that. I will quickly take you through a bit of a route around. Oh, God. Let's pretend that never happened. Lots and lots of wheel spin. The starting line will probably be, like, right here. Oh, God, the tires suck. But yes, starting here, we go all the way down to the end of the road. It gets very precarious, a little bit narrow here. This is probably going to be a big choking damage point there. Okay, this is also going to cause issues. Oh, look at that. I'm such a good driver, I managed to save it mid-air. Damn, this thing has way too much torque. I love it. It's fantastic. Then bring it down. Don't want to go too fast here. Hook a right. Perfectly executed little drift there with my open differential. And then we just charge through the back streets. Back roads? Back roads is the better thing there. Okay. That wasn't meant to happen, but oh well. I don't know where the city is. Are we not there yet? Oh, wait, no, it's just around the corner. Yeah, now I remember this. There we go. There's our city. Oh, you know what? I did it wrong. I forgot to take the city route. So we come down, then probably going to have to start braking super early on these not great tires. Then watch out for the curb. Then coming into the city, we're going to do the city course stuff. A few chicaneries. You know, actually, I like the idea of going all the way back here. And doing some extra corners. Doing it like a proper technical road course. Now, I know that I'm going to be much faster with the sim racing rig, but I like the idea of racing this with the controller. So I'm going to race with the controller today. And there you have it. I'm going to do this lap one more time. This time I'm not going to crash here because I'm going much slower. I think that actually works as well because a lot of people will forget to brake there and then they'll have accidents akimbo. And then brake extra nice and early. Whoa! Okay, lost control. The pit lane will be the fuel station. I like road courses. Road courses are just fun. Oh, too much speed. Not enough grip. Too much weight. I think this thing weighs like nearly 1,800 kilos, which is like 4,000 pounds? Something like that. Pretty hefty vehicle. Alright, here we go. So in the fuel station is where the pits are. You don't have to stop anywhere particular. Then bring it to a slowdown. There we go. And then we do something really unnatural for muscle cars. I'm gonna come through and make corners, which takes braking and cornering prowess. Very un-Mustang-like. But if you crash, you're just playing into the theme of the stream today, which I think is fine. Woo! Oh, drift went wrong. I'm a true Mustang driver. Hey, does anybody know? Hold on, let me just quickly refresh the car. See how much lock I have? Yeah, you know, I'll do it this way. See how much lock I have? And then the moment I start to, like... Oh, maybe... Oh, there we go. You see that? I'm not changing my steering angle at all. It's just under braking or going into reverse. Just straightens out the steering for some reason. Does anybody know why that does that? Yep, my car is on the server. Just gotta spam because you're bad at looking at chat. I'm sorry. I probably should have moved into the moderator section so then you can come in and talk to me. But yes, I have done that. And also this time, Jordan, don't forget to do your own. Remember when you did that? That's a driver aid in the steering. Wait, really? Do I have driver aids on? I have no driver aids on. The only thing I have is clutch assist, but that's because I don't like to control the clutch manually with a controller. Weird. I got multiplayer settings. I'm going to fiddle with some things quickly. Enable sync parts, disable switching. Vehicles as they get closer. Name tags. Think that'll do. Oh, you know what? I've got my game audio turned all the way down. So let's give a bit of a listen to the engine. Yours is already there? Oh, perfect. I'm just going to practice this track a little bit, since I'm assuming most other people saw the track as well. Wow, it's just that corner. It just causes the car to oversteer. Oh, no, that wasn't meant to happen. Wait, has that locked me up? Does this thing not have enough torque to overcome? Oh, that's weird. It just didn't want to reverse there for a second. Let me figure out what I call the map. Let's go to vehicles, levels, East Coast, USA. Make sure that is set to the map. That is good. Server private, no. Set up maximum tank, perfect. Files, resources, client. Yeah, only my vehicle is in the server. I don't know. You said that your car was there, Jordan? I don't actually see your car. I'm just going to refresh quickly. Yeah, weird. Apparently the server is up. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Now they're showing up. That's... Alright, they've never done that before. Let's go turn on the music. And... close BeamNG. Launch BeamNP. And let's get this connection going. I'm just going to make this a little bit quicker on myself. There we go. Now my car's already in there waiting. Multiplayer. Fill. Why is it not working? Alright, let's try a direct connect then. There's some weird things happening. What the hell? Alright, I think Horizon is also having a bit of an issue as well. Oh, you're adjusting the server still? Oh. And let's not do that. How about you put in the chat... Oh, yes, I have changed the map. You are right. So you may want to do that. Welcome, Mario Dario. It's quite the name. His thing really looks like a two-door Dodge Charger. I suppose that would be mostly the body. You keep saying that you're starting and stopping the server. Startup. East Coast, USA. That's correct. There's no typos there. You know what? It might not like the bad file names that we got. So let's go downloads. You. Put you in here so then we can change the names. That's the wrong thing to do. Okay, that's all good. Alright, let's start the server up. No, okay, it failed. I think I may have stuffed up the server. Give me a second. No, there's not meant to be any extra directories in here. I don't know why it's having such a hard time. Wait. Is there missing files in the server? There is. Is that meant to be in there? I feel like that is meant to be in there. It might be the wrong version, but we'll give it a try. No, it's still failing. The T-mall is empty. Alright, let's, Why is the T-mall empty? Give me a moment. Do I have... No, I don't. I think the server had a major crash. There we go. That's the one we want. Okay, good. I just don't want anybody to see what we're doing here. Let me grab a copy of the T-Mol. Then let's edit the T-Mol. Sorry, technical difficulties right now. No, it still had issues. What am I doing wrong here? Resources. Ah, this is slow. I think I may have deleted the wrong thing. But no, I didn't go into that. It's got the server, it's got the T-Mol. You know what? I'm gonna download BeamNG. Folder uploads are not supported? What? Weird things. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I'm doing wrong here. Hey, what just happened? Okay, there we go. Okay. That should... Oh, there we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, that should fix the issue. Let's start the server. Nope. Okay. Event...
We are starting with
Can't do the event today. I don't know what happened. At some point, BeamNG, or BeamNP, sorry, had a catastrophic engine failure. So, damn. there, like, it just won't let me start the server up. So for some reason, the files were deleted in the root directory, and now I don't know what happened. I didn't delete anything there, because Jordan did have it running. Then we did the uploads. Then it had a bit of a heart attack, and it was doing some weird things. And now it's just... it won't start. It says that BeamNG server, no such file or directory. Which there is. It's right there, BeamNG server. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Let's, oh, this is an upcoming video if you guys want to watch that. This will be a little bit of fun. Let's do some West Coast. We'll drive and we'll crash into things around West Coast. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think there was something wrong that happened in the server. Something conflicted, and then, yeah, just destroyed some stuff. It was running, but no cars were showing up, so I restarted it, and yeah, something went wrong. I'm not sure what happened, Jordan. I upsetted Flopper? I'm sorry, I don't know why. So I told people to go home. Yeah, unfortunately, the event is cancelled due to technical difficulties. Can this be quieter? No, it can't, can it? That is literally as... oh, no, it can be quieter. There we go. Hopefully it's not too quiet for you guys now. But for me, it was pretty darn loud. I can show you other things I've been doing. I've got other builds around. I made this thing the other day. For no reason. I had like a spare hour and a half. I was like, you know what? I'll just chuck something together. So I made this, because in one of the comment threads that was happening in one of my videos, we were talking about rear engine, surprise, surprise, and Porsches. And they said that the reason why Porsche keeps going with rear engine is to keep their rear engine body look like that quintessential kind of 911 hunchback look. But then I brought up that the Cayman, is it? Which one are we looking for? Here we go. Yeah. Porsche 718 Cayman. This has that quintessential squatting dog sort of back end, but it is mid-engine. And then that got me thinking, this might be the best 911-esque looking Porsche has ever made. I've never really been a big fan of it. It always looks like a little bit like a squatting dog, but this I really like the look of. That looks amazing. And then I thought, you know what? I've got a bit of time. I'm going to relax. So I decided to make this. It's not perfect. Not even really close, to be honest. But it was just a little bit of fun. There was a crash in F1. I don't really watch F1. But yeah. This is something I did. You know what? Hold on. I have been hogging this for the longest time. Car submissions. Let's go to the beginning of time. It is, there we go. Okay, so first vehicle, unfortunately they didn't put a link with it. An Extendo Busserino. Let's go have a look at this. How do I download? There we go, download. Download anyway. Is that done? Ah, it's done already. Okay. You know what? I should probably be on flat ground for something that looks as wild as this. Is it in here? Where is it? Do I have to reload lure or something? Yeah, I don't see it. No. Alright, let's control L this. Read some chat? Yeah, we could do a little bit of chat. Bye-bye, gonna play some WT. I'm assuming that's War Thunder. See you later. Philman, will you make a video on Engine Simulator 3D when it's released? Yes, I most certainly will. Here we go. Okay. Bendomatic bus. Okay, I think I saw like a bunch of connections on the back here. What have you missed so far? Failed stream. Wait, only one connection? This looks like mine. Wait. Drag little fuel additional modifications? No. Rear section bundle matter. Wait, what? Have they just submitted my own bus? Do my modded right-hand drive. What? Oh, were they just asking me to make a mod for them? No. Oh, wait. Is this... Oh! They have made a right-hand drive. Have they... Oh, good. They got a steering wheel and everything. Okay, so it's basically just my bus but mirrored. That's fine. Well done. I loved this thing when I made it. The Bendomatic bus. This for me was really cool because it was like the first time I'd ever tried to make a proper extra structure, and it's what was kind of the first lead-in to doing weird weird BeamNG standalone mods. The next one was the one that had the steering front end. So that was a very complex sort of setup as well. I enjoyed making this. It taught me a lot. But yeah, so... this was a big leap for me. Extra axles, extra everything. Next mod. Mist 86, has the gooseneck ever been released yet? I tried to, and I've now launched it, resubmitted it. What else we got here? DBA F86, a car made for Phil, for car reviews maybe. Let's give it a try. Need to reload lure every time, apparently. Phil man, can you make an interior for the RVs? No, I can't. Okay, DBA F86, apparently. You think that's 10 meters? What? So, this is a DBA F86. I'm gonna be a bit honest here. The back is a bit... I mean, it's okay. There are much worse. The side, though, I feel that this should have cut in for the vent and not just been a vent. Then on the front here, these headlights, though they do kind of fit the body shape a little bit, do not fit the era of the vehicle. It's very out of place compared to the rear end. The rear end looks like 2008. This looks a little bit 2008, except it really needs that cut in on the side there. And then the front, it looks like 90s? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Anyway. Oh, lots of ESC. I'm assuming this also has like a front engine. The Junkyard Digs Limos is 10 meters. Don't know what you mean by that. We have pushrod front suspension. We have V8 in the rear. Sweet. Very simple stuff. Well, bye. Gonna go have a nice day. See you later, Cinco Igrica. Hello, Elijah. How's it going? That is a weird way of spelling Elijah. Not shaming you or anything. It's just didn't expect Elijah to be spelled that way. I don't know why, but for some reason, isn't Elijah spelled with like an E, which doesn't make sense. English is pretty stupid. This car is hard to drive. You know what? I reckon it could be a lot of fun with a bit of practice. Yeah, it's good. AMG GT3? This is nothing like an AMG. Because Mercedes do... Like, their GT cars are all front engine. Except for the, that new car that they're making, but I don't think that's a GT car. Junkyard Digs is an American YouTube channel. They bought and abandoned a limo. It's huge. It would be amazing if you made it in BeamNG. Maybe. I don't know who they are, so it doesn't really interest me. Alright, checked out that one. Let's move on. Can't access it. Let's move on. So here we got a car submitted to here. Googly driverly. I do have the long SUV, so making long vehicles is pretty easy. Can I just look for it, or do I have to reload every single time? Looks like I have to load every single time. Front reminds you of a Toyota? Does it? I would have said more like a Dodge Neon, I think is what it's called. Alright, let's have a look at the new car. There we go. It's a bit of a loader, isn't it? Okay, we're into something a little bit more interesting in design. Not sure about like the side scoopy thingies. Front looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit, what's the name of that company? Grand Theft Auto. I meant to say game. But you get the idea. Interior? Nothing works in here, but it does look pretty good. Well done. Is that a working GPS? Nope, it's not. That's fine. I like everything about this except the side. Those vents don't look quite right. I like the slanty rear end that you've gone with. Just a little bit of fun. Okay, there is stability control, but it doesn't really like to kick in. Weird. Alright, let's... Oh no, there we go. It does kick in. Let's see how this car handles. McLaren Speedtail-esque? Yeah, I see that a little bit. There is a little bit of Speedtail sort of design going on. Feels rather nice. Accelerates very well. Suspension's just that, like, right level of stiff, but not rough, by the looks of it. Alright. Let's turn some ESC off. Damn, this thing becomes rather brutal. Oh god! I Mustanged it! You're playing Beam right now? Whoa game. Oh, whoa my gosh. Cool. The last one front kind of looks like the Toyota MR2. The last. I suppose the last one did look a little bit MR2-esque if you squint really, really hard. Damn it. I keep Mustanging it. Alright, without traction control, this thing is absolutely brutal to have fun with. Like, I'm trying to deliberately go sideways, but it's really hard. Oh god. Damn it. Okay. Cool car. Let's move on. Torrent Saturn GTT Turbo. Alright. Oh, a little hatchback sort of thing. Full man, do you have a racing wheel? Right behind me, yes I do. Don't like to use it though. Phil was ready for the Mustang event, but he couldn't do it. Yeah, unfortunately, it failed. Don't know what happened to the server, but the server failed on us. I think the Toyota MR2 was made fun of for its name in French. Oh yeah, apparently the French did have a thing like that. But here it's just a bit of a weird name, and I don't know why they did it. Here we go. Okay. So a little hatchback doodly-doo. I do like hot hatchbacks. So he's taking out his Mustangness in the form of Mustang driving. Basically, ooh. There's a little bit of like Peugeot, a little bit of Ford XR2 sort of look, and a little bit of, I was going to say Volkswagen, but not really. I feel that there's just a little bit of detail missing on the rear bumper here. Aside from that, it'd be really good. Interior's pretty well done. Not completely, but you know, they've done a fair amount of work in here. Steering wheel? Nah, no such luck. Alright, what do we got under the engine? Let's hope that it's a little buzz box. 4-cylinder. Decent thing there. Unfortunately, they don't have the right sort of valve cover. Big turbo by looks of it. So I'm guessing this has a lot of power. But as GTT, I would have assumed that that meant that it was twin turbo. Apparently, nope, just one big turbo. Alright, let's go to try. No traction control, that is just for looks. You know, even though it is a big turbo, it's not terrible. It is soft, but not too soft. It's fairly actually rigid for a 90s sort of vehicle. I like the fact that it's not overpowered. It does understeer a bit. We don't have hugely thick tires, so that's okay. Try going a little bit more tank slapper happy. I think I was just a little bit hesitant after the last vehicle that was able to snap my neck at a second at the moment that I started to treat it not quite right. Oh, this thing really does slide. The turbo ate the other turbo. Or like 7, 8, 9. Alright, handbrake time then. If this thing doesn't like to get the tail end out enough. There we go. Rip that handbrake on, hold that handbrake on. Turn those rear tires into flat-spotted bowls of gelatin. Well, I missed the corner. Is that a Volkswagen Das Auto? It reminds you. It does a little bit. I would say a little bit more Peugeot 205-esque than that, though. Gives me Mazda Familia vibes. I don't know what Mazda Familia is. I don't think we got that brand here in Australia. That badge name. There's a lot of times where we got Mazdas with certain names, then other places got it. Like, for some reason, you guys got the Miata, whereas we had the MX-5. Well, I should say, the world has the MX-5. It's only really, I think... Isn't it only America that has it? Miata? I can't remember. I don't remember. We're not the only ones who got their naming wrong with Mr. It's the French market. Audi named their electric car the e-tron, which means pretty much the same as MR2. Really? Well, when's it going to be that they call a French car the Merde? And then be like, oh, whoops. My mum had a Familia in Australia. You know what? I think I might have a look at the Mazda Familia. Oh, just the, like, 323 sort of thing. Like, that? Like, we got a lot of these. These are very common. But I don't know if we got this. I really wanted one of these. These also got sold as a Ford Laser here in Australia. And I really wanted one. But, they were not a great car. I think the world had an MX-5, US had the Miata, and AU had the Unos Roadster. No, here in Australia we called it the MX-5. MZ5 is the car, Miata is the nickname. Not sure about that. 2002 hatchback style rear. Yeah, it is very juxtaposition of the front end, which is like 80s to 90s. And then the rear end has very much a 90s to most definitely like an early 2000s rear end. So it's a little bit of a juxtaposition. But you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there, because it's a hatchback. I love hot hatches. They're so good, you see on there. Woo! And since e-tron means turd in French, oh really? That pretty much how modern cars look now, so it fits, I guess. Damn. Oh, you know what? Audi's not French. They're German. So I suppose they didn't really care too much. Anyway, that's that car. I like it. A little bit of fun, a little bit of understeer, but then again, it's got a lot of power, so what do you expect? Moving on. Okay. Interesting look. 70 horsepower. 100 Newton meters. Very, very gutless. Steering wheel, a few edits here and there. Try the horn. 1987 in the fledgling car company sees the Toyota and GM fighting with the MR2 and the Fiero. Incho wants to You know what you did there with the name. The name of the company is Incha. Like I-N-C-H, like inch. And they want to insert themselves. There's no way you didn't notice that. Create a slower, crappier car than the competition. With the drivetrain, powertrain, and front suspension of the newest eco car and the back front suspension of their premium sedan. Their career was a market flop compared to even their previous worst car. I wanted to make a what if Hyundai made an MR sports car? That's fantastic. Let's give this a try. Philman, am going to upload car soon. Fantastic. Can I upload British sketchy comedy series car? Sure. We're just kind of going through them at the moment. Where is this new car? Here it is. Miata was the official name in America for many years. It was MX-5 everywhere else. They changed to MX-5 everywhere, but kept the Miata as an additional nickname branding extra. Oh, cool. So here we go. What do we got in here? I like the fact that they've got like a really gutless engine from an eco car, and then they put like luxury front suspension on. So I got some McPherson in the front. Decent interior. Hey, you got the steering wheel going. Nice. Then in the back there, that is some weird polygonization. They said that they did some extra modifications, so I'm assuming they fixed the exhaust, which usually comes out very broken from automation. Alright. This would have been McPherson strut in the rear, just saying. If you're going for an eco car, they would just go McPherson strut in the front, so if you're putting it in the rear, yeah, that's, well, let's give it a try. It should have just understeered a lot. Understeer. So if you have understeer on the front and the rear, like McPherson strut does, oh god, brakes are horrible. They're way too much rear biased. This is not that bad though. Just saying. The brake bias is way too much to the rear. Let's go fix that. I'm gonna drop off maybe like 20% of rear brake power. Let's see if that fixes it a little bit. Uploaded a 50 pickup is pretty cool. Oh, that's slow. This thing struggles. How much does it weigh? Can't actually see there. Under a ton. Not much under a ton, but under a ton. Oh boy. This thing could really do with more torque. Goodness gracious. Oh, but once it gets going, a little bit of downhillness. Alright. Not great. Fun times. Should be uploaded in a minute or so. Fine. It's because the event planned for the stream was cancelled due to... Yeah, there was technical difficulties, unfortunately. I think I might just look at more modern cars. You guys can just submit things now. Because I'm guessing that the people that submitted these cars probably aren't even around anymore. So let's just go to most recent. This person today at 3:06, that was a minute ago. Let's go have a look. That is going to mean that I'm probably going to miss out on some people's cars. So what's this car called again? This car is called the Mini Mr. Bean. Oh, it's an actual Mini that looks like Mr. Bean's Mini. Though you haven't put a couch on the top, so points off. You're going for like the default version. You don't see, just not doing too bad. What do we got here? We got trailing arm in the rear. Oh, yeah, trailing arm in the rear. And a pathetic little 4-cylinder, but it actually doesn't seem to be too slow. Injection. I thought these things were push rod and carbureted. Maybe this is a later version, maybe. Because this thing is not slow. Oh, it's fun. Has been a really long time since he's done this. It has been a while since I've done reviews of people's cars, yes. Oh, the license plate came off. I was like, what the hell just broke off? I haven't seen anything like that happen in a long time because I usually set things to... I thought it was a hubcap coming off like like a real BeamNG car. I was like, how? I love the mini tiny wheels and everything. Fantastic job. Oh, and I love that you've got like the door latch there as well. Awesome. Well done. Isn't the Mini rear engine car? No, you're thinking of the... Not the Volkswagen. You're thinking of the Fiat 500, the original one. That one had injection, but most Minis use carburetors. Yeah. I'm guessing like the JDM version, which I think was one of the last ones. Yeah, they had it as well. They are front-wheel drive with the engine in the front. Fiat 500? Yep. My car has been uploaded, Phil. It's called the Stellaris Bottom Out Edition. Sure, let's have a look at that in a second. Yeah, so I like this. It's gutless, so there's not really a whole lot you could do. But boy, that is fun to chuck around. I feel like the tires are a bit thick, though, for its class. What do we got here? Here's your LMH car. Let's have a look at that. Sweet. You know what, actually? Let's go... Put them in here so I can easily delete them afterwards so I'm not clogging up my hard drive. Is that going to show up easily? Oh, it did! I noticed that I had that little bit of a freeze in there, which means that something is loading. We might have to take this over to the track, though. So there are some things here. For one, your front just feels higher than the rear, which is a bit odd. But two, there's a rule stating that the tires and suspension can't be seen from the front, side, or rear. So I can see not only the suspension, which you can turn that invisible, that's not too hard, but I can see the tires from the front, which is not something that is allowed. Wait, no, you can't see the suspension from the side, you can see the tires from the side. So that's all fine. The rear, that looks okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't have that. Instead, you would have holes on the top of the wheels to evacuate extra pressure. Let's go over to the racetrack and drive this around. Okay, a little bit of traction control issues. Lots of grip. Oh, goodness gracious. I get the feeling that this was tuned not for controller in mind. There's some weird engine things going on here. And then BeamNG doing the weird stalling thing. Sounds not like a normal V6 like what most people chose to do. Oh my god, it's very twitchy. I also noticed you're in like Mouillet Blue as well. Is this all-wheel drive? Yeah, so that's not an LMH car. LMH cars are not all-wheel drive. Wait, what was it? They said it was, yeah, LMH. Not quite, Jehan. Close, but no cigar. This is too hard for a plebeian like me to drive. Let's try the next one. Interior camera might be broken, but it's quick. Sure. Not much of an interior camera drivey brum brum kind of person anyway. Wilson Racing Top Fuel Dragster. You know, let's go in. Mods. Deactivate all mods. Then when that's done, plop that there. It is updating something, so it's noticing that there's a... Okay, that's what they meant. It was a Top Fuel Dragster vehicle. They're using my body, and they've gone completely wacko with the body design. Sure, why not? For some reason, I didn't think it was a drag car, but there we go. That is some chonkers exhaust. Big, massive-ass twin-turbo V8. Not bad. No automated steering wheel, but that's fine. That's pretty stock and normal. I'm surprised you didn't use the sliders in automation to drop the rear suspension down a lot, so then it wouldn't sit up quite so much. But whatever. What can you do? Lots of wheel spin. Okay. It has some issues. Has some big issues. Oh my god, yep. That's why I don't use automation for this body very much. Alright. Nope, nope. I have to lift off the accelerator to stop this thing from completely flipping over. That's unfortunate. This does not pass muster. No. There we go. Oh my god. BeamNG, honestly. There we go. I am deliberately balancing that, by the way. That's funny. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this for a drag strip. West Coast. Drag. Got the right vehicle? Let's go. Yeah, go ahead, modify it, add a lot of downforce before you switch cars. Nah, that's fine. I like the idea of doing a mono all the way down the track. What you really wanted to do was to modify in a wheelie bar. Give it side wings to make it a plane? Oh, yeah. It would take off if it had actual side planes. Add some extra downforce at the front. I think I did that, but did it not save over? I'll run you through that in a second. For now... Perfect. Perfect. What did we get? An 8.5, and whilst lifting heavily. All right, let's go to retry. You want some? I'm just gonna go some constant downforce, whatever. Constant front, 500 kilos on the front. There's downforce, so it's not gonna change much. Okay, here we go. Away we go. See, no lift this time. Perfect. 7 seconds. Not bad. This isn't good for racing, but it's good for wheelers. Oh, it's a lot of fun. 6.5? Fair enough. I reckon it could do that. Put more gravity. I think we're done with this one. Let's go to free roam. Ah! And let's see if there's something else to look at. Reminder, read the chat description. This is not a submission thread for current stream. Car submissions should be of high quality and not slapped together. Whatever. For right now, this does fine. We're, wait, hold on. Yep, no, that's correct. We're up to this one. Yeah, I'm just in a little bit of a poopy mood because of what happened to the server. But it's fine. We'll just go and have some fun with some vehicles. Alright, this one we're going to have to reload for. Doing a 6.5 though, that's pretty darn good. Where are we? It's not showing up. Oh, this is the mini Mr. Bean. I'm an idiot. We've already done this one. Let's go ahead and delete those then. That was the wrong thing to do. There we go. That looks very much like the Nissan Skyline. The Castrol R32. I think my game is about to crash. Yep, I think my game is crashing. Oh, thank God, it didn't actually crash. Perfect. Yeah. I think I used this to create the R32 body a while ago. No, R31 body. No, that was a different body. Whatever. This looks pretty darn cool, gotta say. It's got ESC. I'm going to turn that off just to see what this is like. It is all-wheel drive? Okay, we have an all-wheel drive version. Cool. Independent suspension all the way around. I am excited for seeing what this is actually like to drive, because it looks pretty darn good. Full kudos given there. It's pretty fast. I feel like this probably has the proper 600 horsepower engine I think that it came with. Oh, that's beastly. It also has like weird handling characteristics. You know what it is? It's probably like high all-wheel drive grip, but low downforce that I'm just not used to. There is something weird though. There's something strange going on. Is it the tires? Tires are pretty wide. I'm not happy about the interior lighting up. Come on, bruv. You did so well. But then they light up when I brake? That's funny. Oh, traction is brutal. Alright, let's try some Sport ESC and see if that actually changes the handling characteristic. It turns in sharper. Oh, and it's really... Oh my god, look at that. It just rips us back into alignment. Understeer. Nah. I feel like the wheelbase might be a bit too short. I think that's also what's kind of throwing me a bit of a loop here. Ah, this thing just does not like to go sideways, does it? It really, really wants to stay in a straight line. Which is fine, okay, sure. A bit of higher speed understeer. But yeah, not too bad. You put 800 horsepower in this? Fantastic. It just understeers sometimes when you don't expect it to. Braking is immense. And then it just understeers a little too much, so I have to power in to get it to power oversteer instead. Ooh, yeah. I'd have to look a lot closer at the car to be able to figure out what this understeer is. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I think you got too much of a front brake bias. So let's go in, reduce a little bit of the front, add a little bit to the rear, and take a little bit more off. Okay. Changed it by 13% bias. Wow, this car does not like to load. Let's see if that helps. Now, that's not going to be all of the issues, but it'll be some of the issues fixed. I think I can move that even more. Let's go another 10% difference. Oh, that wasn't really 10%, but it was close. What's the keyboard to reset the camera, lol? I don't actually know. I only know it on controller. Every single time I've used things with control, with keyboard only, I've always reached over to my controller to get it to switch, to reset the camera there. You know what? Let's go even more drastic. I think this needs a lot of difference here. Front down to 70-ish. Rear up to close to 120. Let's see if that does it. I have Calsonic Skylines. Calsonic, that's the one I was thinking of. I have an almost perfect replica made entirely in FR Legends, a drift game. Sweet. I think I can go even more just by what I just felt then. Yep, let's go more. That's the wrong one. That's gonna be like ripping a handbrake every time I brake. This is a certified pedestrian genocider. I love that. That's good. There we go. That felt like I didn't do much. It was only tippy-tapping the brake, but it felt a lot better already. This thing is doing 190 miles an hour. I just popped a tire. Damn it. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't understeer. I could probably go even further, to be honest. But I think we'll leave it as it is. Because at the moment it doesn't understeer due to braking, at least. It still understeers. Oh, braking performance has improved as well. The turn-in is not so dull. I didn't realize how off your braking balance was. Yeah, you could go even more than that. But pretty good car. It grips phenomenally. Look at this grip monster. If you guys want to try out a fun car, this is doing a pretty good job of being fun. You just got to change the brake bias is all. Yeah, cool car. Well done. That thing zippy? Yeah, just a smidge. Yes, officer, it's stock. And it weighs about a ton, so that'll be a part of the reason why it's so goddamn fast. What's we got here? That was the Zilla. Yes, good. Next one. Fiat Multiplier, best car ever. How about no? No, didn't load automatically. My IRL Project Pigeon is best car ever. Are you talking about the Piaggio Ape? Wow, this thing looks real scrappy. Needs tow out more? Potentially. I didn't want to go too deep into the pitfalls of all-wheel drive. It's funny how Audi gave up on racing all-wheel drive for a bit there, and then Skyline came along, Nissan came along and said, you know what? Hold my beer. And then made an absolute beast. BeamNG have some issues here. That's a weird rust pattern, but sure, whatever. Let's move on. Ooh, a big log-style exhaust, pushrod engine, performance manifold. Now, this is a very common sort of upgrade because people thought fuel, that's where all the power is. And then we got two 4-barrel carburetors. Absolutely beastly. And then weird patches of rust. Sure, whatever. Back end's a bit bland, but still cool. It's got a tow bar. No material, still trying to get through there. Wrong sort of seat. Non-animated steering wheel, but also set up weird. I don't get that. Sure. No, made the whole farm and body myself for the pigeon. Oh, okay. Frame, yeah. What is happening? Is this all-wheel drive? A four-wheel drive? The hell? I love how slow it is, but I don't know why it's four-wheel drive. Do we have a story with this? This off-road monster. Oh, okay, so it's meant to be off-road. Okay. Let's take it to the off-road section. I would have loved, like, narrower tires, to be honest. I think I go... How do I get to the off-road section? Is it this way? This thing feels incredibly heavy. It's a diesel? I don't know about that. T-Series swapped Piccolina is the Diccolina. I think I saw somebody else write that as well. And the other one was the Ticcolina. Mass-rated diesel engine, first time I've ever seen that. There are naturally aspirated diesels out there. They're not very common. I was the one that wrote that? Sure. I mean, I think a few people commented stuff like that. I think this thing is meant to be more about going up mounds and stuff, so let's give that a try. Well, without lockers, it's not really meant to be a climbing vehicle per se. Sure. I'm going to challenge you have to build a certain type of car under a certain budget and automation. What? Not sure what you're asking for there, no limit. But that's basically what today was meant to be. Except there was more rules than just budget. Anyway, that's not out of that car. Let's check out Flopper's car. See what they've done for us. Apparently Floppers was upset by me. I'm not sure what happened there. Nothing's updating. Let's try doing a Control R to see if that works. This fits more to dirt oval racing than off-road without locks. Yeah, makes sense. Nope, not showing up. Alright, Control L it is. Here we go. BA Hose Chef. So I'm guessing this is to do with the V8 Mustang sort of challenge thing we had going on. Which is fair enough. Phone made Beam mad. Mutters. I feel that revs a little too quickly. Also, it sounds like it's revving inside of a shed. So, close, but no cigar. Do we have animated or anything? Nope. A very glossy, shiny interior. Sure, why not? The engine we have sounds like a V8. Modified, but yes, so we got normal sort of headers on here. Push rod. Normal performance-y sort of manifold. Alright, let's give it a try. Lots and lots of wheel spin. A humongous amount of wheel spin. Ooh, there we go. That's that 700-ish Newton meters of torque right there. How many mods do I have installed? Lots. Oh god, this Mustang's all over the place. I love it. This is what we were meant to be doing today too. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, close. You got 112? I mean, I do a lot of modding, so I have a lot. But I clear them out occasionally. I love it. It's fantastic. Got the narrow, medium compound road tires. The theater of the engine sounds, even though they're not quite right in BeamNG, very brutal. Would hate to have to listen to this thing for prolonged periods of time, though. Your computer would crash going over 20? Really? That's weird. Oh, weird yawns. Spray the interior with armor roll? Yeah, sounds about right. ESC on still better than iRoll Mustang? There is actually no ESC on this car. That ESC is a lie. BeamNG does automation, exports. To do a weird thing where ESC is on all the time. How you can tell if there's actual ESC is if you click it more than once, but it won't go blank. That means there's not actually ESC on. So what probably is on is they might have ABS. It could be that they have some sort of LSD automatic locker maybe. A lot of diff options trigger that sort of issue to happen. I wish they would fix that. My OBS recordings for Beam are all really laggy, need help. Better computer? Fresh install of Windows? I'll change the quality settings? Oh boy. So this is a lot of fun. And I think we're done! Oh boy. Moving on. That was Flopper's car. Pretty cool. Another one from Floppers. Let's just not have too many from the same person. Chat here. Okay. Average fuel consumption. Oh, okay. Just a helpful mod. Fair enough. That looks cool. Would have been great to have a... Oh, here we go. I was about to say great to have a link, but it turns out that they did have one. Lamar GT. Very basic name. Probably conflicts with a lot of people if people started to name their names, name their vehicles like that. To refresh the game. Change to CPU encode. That worked for me. Yeah, that can do it. There's a lot that has to be looked into. I can't just give you a golden bullet. So I just gave you the only golden bullet I know. It's the worst of you three? Why'd you submit so many then? This car is ugly. Front's a little bit okay. The side profile, horrid. The rear, very basic. But let's see how it drives. Do we have ESC on? No, there is not actually ESC. Perfect. I think we have an automatic at the moment as well, so... Okay, how quick does it shift? No, I think that's a DCT. We do more stuff like this? When I have need to fill out time in a stream. Because I did promise you guys a stream, and it unfortunately didn't happen. I'm feeling a little bit Lister Stormy sort of thing from this vehicle. But I do love the Lister Storm. This doesn't actually look like a Lister Storm, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of the general feel of it. I think this might be mid-engine. Yeah, it is. And Lister Storm... Wait, actually, I don't remember what the Lister Storm is. I think it was front engine. Yeah, this car handles okay. I submitted to... I built for myself player events and the Mustang for today's event because I missed the submission deadline by 20 seconds again. Sure. This is your car, NASA? Cool. Not a bad attempt. Did pretty well. Oh, this is only rear-wheel drive as well. Good work. Well done. Nice little V6 in there as well. Fantastic. Not a fan of the side of the car, though. Not... Yeah, it's not my favorite. Like, the body morphing and that vent on the side, it's a little bit basic and a little bit... Anyway, moving on. Not that. We're going to look at the next car. It looks really good in this picture, I've got to say. It's like the only good angle. Moving on. No access. So moving on. We've got a hill climb car now. Ooh, fancy. I do like myself a good hill climb. Nope, have to reload. GTR looking lights? Yeah, a little bit. Phil, can you send another car? I don't really want to be doing... I think this might be the last car. Oh my. I might actually have to break out Pikes Peak for this. Spam Trabby until Phil tests my rally winning Trabant. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Mini has carburetor, just looked. Eh? Anyway. This is wild. If this handles even slightly well, I'm going to take this over to Pikes Peak. Interesting engine. Is that an in-game engine? What is that? I'd almost say it's the bolide, but it doesn't look like the bolide engine. Can't tell what that is. That's not the bolide engine. Transmission doesn't mate up. Odd, but okay. Have they modified this to... Nah. There's a very simple way to get the suspension to actually properly work with the vehicle. What the hell happened here? Seems that they tried to do some material stuff and they stuffed up. But that's fine, whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. That's cool. Let's see how it drives. Oh, that's just a lot of wheel spin. And that is not real ESC. Good. ABS, but no ESC. Okay. It does handle pretty darn well. Oh, brakes do fail us though. If this is just rear-wheel drive, I'm going to be really happy. Okay, that looks like it's just rear-wheel drive. Let's make sure they weren't cheating, however. Perfect. Okay. Yep, Pikes Peak it is. And I'm going to go a little bit full sweaty-ish kind of mode. This thing looks rad. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it is just the bolide skin. I don't think... Maybe an old bolide, but not the current. It's a bolide skin. I use the bolide too much. Really? Could have sworn that the valve covers on the bolide are a little bit more detailed. Wow, BeamNG is having a real hard time loading in. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Let's have a bit of a comparison. Oh, no. Okay. It's just modified a bit? Okay. So it must be like an old version of the Bollide's engine, because that is very different. Like it's a bit different. This might be like a pre model update the PBR vehicle. Okay. It's slow probably because it's a skin over? Don't know what that means. Anyway. I'm gonna go full sweat mode on this, because it deserves it. How does a front engine car, rear wheel drive, understeer like that? Let's try that again. Oh, I have to really lift off there. Let's try that again. Sketch. It's very stable. This would be a lot faster with the sim rig. Look at me take these corners. Do you notice how well I was able to brake just then? Come on. It's a little bit understeering. But only when it gets up to speed. So I feel like this is probably a little bit more of a Gymkhana sort of car, because once it gets up to speed, this thing doesn't do quite as well. There we go. This thing is very brittle. You know what was faster than? My new car. Go check out my IRL channel. Come on. Push harder. Go faster. Better. Stronger. He's racing and pacing and something and done. Oh, that's the normal braking point. But apparently not for this car. Oh dear. Brakes are unbalanced so much to the point where ABS can't figure out what to do properly. And there's just like a little too much high-speed understeer. Like that. I'd have to actually have a proper look into it to see why it's understeering quite so poorly. You know what? It doesn't understeer when not braking. So it's just maybe there's too much front bias on the brakes. Let's try fiddling with that. Front brake power. Let's drop down to 85. Added an extra 15 on. Now there's 30% difference in braking power. There is going to be some modifications done to my new car. It is not staying stock. That is way too slow. What's my IRL channel name? It is Filmman86 IRL. Creative, right. I know, yeah. Totes. That has helped a little bit, but I feel I can change that even more. I think there's just not enough braking force. So what I'll do is I'll put this back up and then go more on the rear. Now there is 43% difference. I think the engine in this is fine. It's just the brake bias is not particularly fantastic at the moment. Yeah, the brakes are weird. Like, the vehicle feels like it has a lot of downforce, but then it doesn't brake like it has a lot of downforce. Also gonna say, the Bollide's engine is a flat plane crank, But this sounds like a normal cross-plane crank engine. That is an exceptionally long braking distance for not a lot of power. Sorry, for not a lot of speed, I would say. And I love that you've gone there with the manual, even though that's not the fastest transmission out there. Just, you've gone with a lot of passion on this vehicle, which I approve of. Yeah, there's too much understeer. Great car in looks, though. I will say, probably the best looking car today. Anyway, let's wind down. Let's say goodbye to people. So, what type of performance mods are you going to do? Wheels, tires, coilovers, I bet I guess you're going to mod the engine? Definitely needs more power. Definitely. That is going to be one of the... Not the first thing I change. Yes, wheels and tires are going to be next. Probably... I hear that they have a cooling issue, so I'm going to look into that. Probably going to put on an aftermarket oil pan to make sure that it doesn't starve when I take it to track days, which I am going to take it to track days. Reluctance is swap the engine. No, I'm not going to swap the engine. That's very difficult here in South Australia. Well, to get it legal. I'm going to love it because the engine sound for it is amazing. Fill your tree hugger. What? Yes, you are very late there, Miguel. That's a name and a half. This looks like a wide-body Ford Fiesta? I don't think so. Maybe a more modern one? I don't know. I don't really look at the new ones. The stock engine wouldn't make that much of... Apparently they are actually fairly reliable for what they are, and they could take a lot of boost. Apparently, if treated well, they will do 450 horsepower on stock internals. Or something like that. 400 maybe? Not sure. What I'm thinking I want is maybe 300 horsepower. But I probably won't go quite so wild, I'm going to be honest. It just needs more power and torque. It's so gutless. Oh, tree hugger because I'm crashing. Fair enough. Looks like a rally Fiesta? Maybe. Rear end does not. There is a huge juxtaposition between the front and rear as well. Like, the front looks like a modern sort of vehicle. The rear looks like a straight out of the 70s. But oh well. I think it still looks pretty freaking awesome. I think I'm going to go for about 300 horsepower, as I said. About there. LS3? I mean, that would be an easy way to do it, but then I'd have to go and spend money on suspension and all that sort of stuff. And the LS engines are not cheap here in Australia. They are very much not cheap. So, yeah, that's not really a viable option. Like, it would be cheaper to turbo the engine than to LS swap it. Weight reduction? That's not going to help what this thing has. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. I am very sorry that today's event ended in failure. I will be looking into why that happened and we'll try to fix that later. But for now, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Benjamin Fons for the 5 gifted subs. Black Bears Jaeger, thank you. Cuban, thank you for being here. Fresh Tea, Dinar Zana, thank you for being here. NASA, thank you for being here. Gage Cornwell, thank you for being here. What else we got in here? Only a random username. Thank you for being here. Hey, you can have more than 300. Everybody knows that every flame decal adds 50 horsepower. Sounds about right. Thank you, Mr. Cosmos, for being here. Detroit V8 71. It's fine, man. At least we got a stream at all. I saw a lot of 13Bs. I did think about Mazda swapping this vehicle, but I think that just caused too much issue. Because there's emissions to be taken into consideration when engine swapping for getting it legal on the road. Think of it like, you know how the EPA is getting really hard on people doing catalytic converter deletes in their vehicles? It's basically that, but for every single modification here in South Australia. You can get a lot of things legal, depending on how much money you spend. My stream, even though the server didn't work out. Thank you. And that is disappointing, yes. I can't wait for the next stream. That will be hopefully next week. But yeah, that is it. Thank you, everybody. Catch you all next time. Goodbye.